I started with Radio Uganda at that time, now UBC. The newsroom, I was the second woman in the newsroom. There are so many women in Radio Uganda. But you know, news is considered hard stuff, where women shouldn't hang around because there's a bullet flying there, you're the one to run there. Actually, one of my first experiences, my very, very first assignment, I come to the newsroom, I'm a trainee, I'm in Makerere, they attach me to a male colleague to train me. And then he says, hey, Litho, let's go. There was a riot at Old Kampala Mosque. I don't know if you've ever heard about that story, but it was a famous riot. And being a university student, we dressed in a particular in jeans and a cut-off, a crop top, which to me was absolutely normal. And so we ran and things like that and went to cover the story. And when we reached Old Kampala Mosque, now I'm a Christian and I've not overly, I know a lot of Muslim people and they've been relatively liberal. I had never lived around very conservative Muslims or proper Muslims, should I say. So to me, it did not register that something was peculiar with the way I'm dressing. I don't want to say wrong. I want to say something was peculiar with the way I was dressed. So when we reached, there was all this chaos, people running after me, screaming, shouting. In the middle of the riot, there was this woman who was indecent. And so some lady came running, a hajat all wrapped up and wrapped me with a lasso. And I was like, what? Like, you know? So, you know, I learned the hard way that pay attention to where you're going. Don't think because you have a liberal mind, the whole of the world is liberal. You must pay attention to where you're going as a woman or any journalist per se. I mean, the rest of us, there are those safety measures they encourage us. If you're at the front line, bulletproof, this cuts across. So women, there's that additional care you must take. Yes? So even things like that, maybe someone else would have run away from the profession. This is your first assignment as a journalist. And I was almost beaten. I had another incident. Again, it seems at that time it didn't register, where I went to cover a story at Islamic University in Mbale. And I was stopped at the gate. You know how we perceive gatemen? That Muslim gateman had a lot of power, and he said that if you're not properly dressed, you're not getting out of the gate. And so that van moved just slightly to the administrative building, and the men, you know, they pretty much can wear what they want. Maybe most times anyway, they're covered up. And the women, they were sieving us how we're dressed. So if you don't have a lace, well, that time it wasn't a crop top, but again, they needed me to cover up.